What is project-based learning? Project-based learning is not problem solving. Problem solving is arriving at a conclusion based on prior knowledge and reasoning, whereas project-based learning is the process of acquiring new knowledge and skills through an inquiry process based on collaboration and discovery. It is a tool used by teachers where they present a problem for students to solve in a collaborative group setting. The teacher should design a problem or project that is structured around complex, relevant questions that are authentic to the learners. This allows the student to use real world applications to construct knowledge and develop skills. The problem may not be able to be solved, and in some cases, students may come up with alternative ideas to solving the problem, which does not make it incorrect. Why should we use project-based learning? Students become active learners rather than passive learners. The teacher facilitates experiences that advance students' learning and innovation. When students attempt to solve real problems, it helps develop their critical thinking skills as well as motivating them because they own the problem. Project-based learning builds important higher level skills such as analyzing, applying, creating, and or evaluating the information through a process in working towards solving the problem. Other than higher order thinking skills we see in Bloom's taxonomy, there are deeper learning competencies and skills for the 21st century learner. These skills have a natural progression into multiple subject areas. They are collaboration, communication, critical thinking and problem solving, and creativity and innovation. These skills are needed to prepare students for life and work environments. What are the advantages of project-based learning? Students develop long-term knowledge retention by discussing and answering questions about new concepts as they are learning them. The use of diverse instruction allows for the engagement of a diverse group of students within the classroom. Through that engagement, students are excited for the challenge. There is a development of transferable skills to real-world scenarios and life in general. The understanding of group dynamics allows for an improvement of teamwork and interpersonal skills. The disadvantages of project-based learning may be poorer performance on tests because skills may not transfer to traditional forms of assessment. Tests are more fact-based versus the collaboration and justification of a project-based learning classroom. Students may be unprepared due to their immaturity, their unfamiliarity, or the lack of prior knowledge in working in a PBL classroom. There could be teacher unpreparedness. Old habits die hard. We are used to giving information through corrections instead of allowing for the natural progression of discovery to take place. There may be time-consuming assessments. How do you justify a mark for project-based learning? And there are varying degrees of relevancy and applicability from the projects or the problems teachers develop. So how do we design a project-based learning classroom? You need to make the learning space conducive to collaborative learning. The desks shouldn't be in a row. Maybe you have set areas in the classroom that groups can go to work. You need to make information accessible, so have materials on hand to support creativity and innovation. Use technology with purpose. So technology should be used for research in order to find databases or use spreadsheets to solve some of these problems. And then see yourself as a resource. Project-based learning classrooms are unpredictable. You need to allow for flexibility. Be supportive and engaged in the learning process as well, and be mindful of when to model or guide students and when to observe them. Throughout this session, we hope to collaborate with you to construct knowledge around project-based learning and provide you with some resources to facilitate your learning.